Okay, we're gonna do a message for the viewer. What do you need to know right now? What are you checking out this video for in that sense? Or what does your higher self want you to know? You can pick by the deck, by the crystal, whatever attracts you. Alright, so I'll have them listed. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Alright, I'm going to move these back because I don't even think that we'll see back there. So, Lapis Lazuli. Let's do it. What is the message for pile 1? What's going on? What does spirit, higher self, want to say? Let's do 3 since nothing came. Alright, we have 4 of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Oh, that's so funny. No wonder nothing popped out and I had to like pull cards. So, viewer is definitely slowly and surely, steadily, with all integrity, moving towards their healing, leaving old situations of like whatever was confusing or emotionally taxing, or maybe just like causing you, you know, just some sort of confusion. You are actively now putting yourself into some self-healing. You could be pulling back a lot. I mean, self-care. With the Knight of Pentacles, you could just actually, and with the 8 of Cups, I feel like you're actually moving. Like you could be moving spaces, or just kind of actively seeking your rest, pulling away from, you know, whatever sort of mental, emotional, taxing issues that were causing you, you know, either 3 of Swords energy or 7 of Cups energy, like anything that was causing you emotional heartbreak. You're definitely in a new energy of, you know what, I'm gonna take my healing slowly and surely, and I'm definitely leaving behind those situations that were causing that. And even if it takes a while, you know, like the Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Swords is like slow and steady pulling back. You know what I mean? Let's look more into this. Let's see what's some of the, okay, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So definitely, you know, what you have pulled back upon, you know, what you're going inside and healing is love. You know, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, taking the integrity and committing to practice. Excuse me, actually like leaving. I see you actually like leaving behind old behaviors that are no longer like of service to you, just being like, nope, cutting the gossip, cutting the small talk, cutting the emotional, just things that drained you. Like you're really taking an initiative to be like, you know what, actually, like, I see like the balance and the love in that. Like that's the type of healing that you're doing, you know. Instead of choosing to like be sad about how you're leaving stuff behind, you're taking it in this essence of, you know what, love is love. Like this is love. Like God is love. This whole thing is love. Even when you practice of seeing the good in all things, you know, that's what that 4 of Swords is, the drawback, pulling back so that you can heal within. You probably just went through some really heavy shit. I mean, seriously, Four of Swords with the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's really got you powered up to do it right this time. And you know what? Even having this Love card is like, that's probably what keeps this Knight of Pentacles just like, I don't know, like a winner, you know? Like the Knight of Pentacles is not just fluff and talk, like bless their hearts, you know, but the other suits, you know, like sometimes it could be like I'm hearing frivolous, or just like it burns in and out, you know, like it's big talk, you know, like rushing in, rushing out, but not the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is like definitely gonna do this completely the right way and have that success. It's not gonna burn out, you know, they're not gonna come charging in and then bounce out. Like this is for real deep healing. This is you committing to seeing, you know, the good in all things. That's love. That's love. I feel like this one wanted to pop out. Forgiveness. Interesting. Okay. Let's do one more. Cool. Okay. Forgiveness and adversity. Oh, yeah. So definitely whatever you just went through, whatever that set you off on your, like, whatever situation you're like, I'm leaving this, like, I'm taking off from that. Your purpose, you know. I'm going to read the forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Yeah, you took off on this situation. You're like, you know what? In all love, peace. Because you know what? You have to, like, through the adversities, you have to forgive. You know, this is the way that we move forward. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Because you're on some real shit, you know, you're like, we're not doing these blockages or these burnouts no more. Like, I'm genuinely moving towards this healing. And how do we do that? Is by genuinely forgiving those adversities in love. That's pretty powerful. You're doing some powerful transmutation, I think, with your healing. Lapis Lazuli. Let's see what other messages want to come through for you. Anything wants to come through? Well, these cards are kind of big and sticky, so I'll just, or not sticky, but glossy, you know, so they stick. The Sacred Revolution. Wow. This is really a powerful, I feel like this healing, this forgiveness that you're doing over this adversity, over this hardships that you're leaving right now, trudging through it, like with this Knight of Pentacles, you are truly like on this sacred revolution. Revolution, you know, it's like a turning wheel. Like it's like you're like, I'm moving shit, right? Excuse my language, one of those days. I'm moving, I'm making moves. I'm gonna take my healing. You know what? Forgive for the adversities. Even a revolution has adversities because it has to change. It's a powerful, sacred revolution. Of course, you would have to face the greatest of journeys then, because you would have to ultimately choose your healing, right? You would have to choose love and forgiveness. That's a choice. Like, that is a very powerful, sacred choice, a revolution. And I think that's also why you're getting this Knight of Pentacles energy very strongly to carry it through. This revolution is you're gonna champion it through. You even have that Eight of Cups. You're like, I'm going with it. We are changing. We are moving. We are moving. We are revolutionizing. Wait, revolutionizing? Whatever. Me and my words. We're making this revolution. Moving shit. turning things for sure, for sure. You know, through the adversity. Wow, that's really powerful. Sacred revolution. That was interesting. The candle over here also. Goodness gracious. Okay. That was like always interesting when like that happens. Okay. So the candle over there just like fell over as we were talking about your sacred revolution. So this might really be firing you up as well and really like testing. The candle didn't blow out though, mind you. Okay, I'm not gonna move the camera and show, but it didn't blow out. It fell over and it didn't blow out. And I feel like this is a symbolic for you as well, because that just happened. My heart's all racing because it's like fire, you know, it's a candle at the same time, but like also to tune back into this energy of, you know, pile one, very powerful revolution. It might be even challenging you right now as you go within to do this healing. If you're leaving something super painful and you're like, you know what, I'm taking all my wits about me. It's taking everything about you right now to stay strong. Because you're championing this Knight of Pentacles energy, you know, and the Eight of Cups, how you're going to continue this sacred revolution that you are on, you know. The Knight of Pentacles is a sacred knight, or not sacred knight, but the energy is going to get it done, you know, the sacredness of the Four of Swords healing, of you pulling back and healing those mental confusions, even your Eight of Cups emotional exhaustion, and just being done with the situation and being like, I'm leaving, you know, the sacred, I'm turning it. You can help yourself continue this journey, continue this energy by acknowledging, you know, this is your sacred revolution. It's going to be adversities. How do I forgive others? Or how do I had to check that candle again. Because it's going to, I feel like that, when I said that, I was like, I got to check again. I think it's like making you hot. It's probably setting you off as you're doing this, the emotional turbulence, if it's making you have like a hurricane kind of inside. I don't know why I just heard that. Water and air. But, you know, forgive yourself. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And for your sacred revolution, this is definitely what you're pulling back. This is what you are doing this work for. This is why you're like, no more. The adversity of the revolution. Viva la revolution. Vive la revolution. I can't even talk. But live your revolution, you know. You are definitely supported. Oh, these cards are huge. Okay, so those two came flying. Let's see. You have the white stag protector. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. And you also have the eagle, okay? Mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely on your sacred revolution, a spiritual journey beyond the sky. You know, but you're also protected. Your intuition knows. That's why it's like this Eight of Cups. Like you're like, I'm flying through this, guided by the winds of spirit. You know, when you listen to what pulls you back or takes you into just really being committed to your journey, to your spiritual journey. to your mastery. You know, it's kind of standing out to me is the white here and the white stag. I'm seeing something like crown chakra for you. So, I don't know, bathe yourself in some white light if you start getting, you know, a little bit overwhelmed by these adversities. Because you're championing on, you know, you're championing, oh my god, I can't fucking talk today, what the hell? I don't even do the moon shit no more, but it's like, what the fuck, this full moon or something? Championing, that's such a weird word, but you're getting through it, right? You are the master. Beyond the sky. And you know what's interesting is that the eagle and the stag, like, I don't think they either have, like, the fear when they face the adversity. Like, even a stag, okay, like, it's very proud, and the eagle is very proud. Like, I'm just seeing them in nature when they come up against, like, that predator adversity. Like, this one has the horns and it stands up to it, you know? Maybe it'll run if it's outnumbered, I don't know, but I feel like a stag is very powerful. And it even says protector, a powerful force within you. Yeah, this powerful force within you for sure, you know, to take what adversities are thrown at you and to be like, you know what, I'm a powerful force. I am a powerful force. Yeah, even the Knight of Pentacles is striking me as a stag, the white stag. I'm seeing, hearing this correlation. And, you know, having that wherewithal to fly above, or just even, you know, having that knowledge to pull back, to keep soaring through. Like, your wisdom inspires the world. But also this one was saying about the guides. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings. You guide yourself through these things. Okay, let's do one more. It says, in the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes, oh, that is enough. Yeah. You know what? Send it, the situation or whatever that you're kind of like traversing through, whatever situation that you just that had to leave, that was like put you into like this healing mode. You know, acknowledge that in the end, you tried, you gave your best, right? And you cared. And really, that's enough. I don't even think sometimes that's enough. No, that is enough. In love and forgiveness, you know, through the adversities, you cared. And that's enough. The sacred revolution isn't that we stop, you know, just because maybe a situation got stagnant, you know, and you have to keep the waters moving. You got to keep it flowing, you know. And it's like, all right, well, in love and forgiveness, I'm going to go ahead into my healing now. The Four of Swords is still a very powerful energy, you know. You cared, and that is enough. So, okay, pile 1, Lapis Lazuli. You do you, boo. You just keep doing you. All right. Here we go. Blue topaz. Blue topaz. Okay. What is the message for pile 2? Blue topaz. Message from their higher self. What is the message? What is the message? Let me just move these really quick. I'm not using those. What is the message? Blue topaz, the message. Union. Wow. Intuition. Wow. And faith. Holy cow. I mean, these, let's see, these are, let's see, 24. Well, because this deck is not like a typical tarot deck, even though it is tarot. So these are none of the suits, but it's also kind of different major arcana. So it's not like I can just, like, this is 22, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is 20. So they're not necessarily like indicative of world card or like hangman. Like, they read differently. Like, even union, I wouldn't even say that this is the lover's card. I wouldn't. But let me just go ahead and read this, because I think, wow. Okay, blue topaz, you know what? You have a lot. Actually, you don't have that much to consider. You definitely, in your gut, you know. This is so powerful. I just want to like show the cards. So your faith is completely driving your intuition. I mean, look at these two sages with their animals, with their knowing, with, you know, this sacredness that they're holding within their hearts. Even the balancing between like kind of this light and dark in this union card, I'm seeing as your higher self is saying you're doing incredible union work. You are working on alchemizing your inner polarities, like your inner dark and your inner light. And you are making union with that. Even like it's like the Trinity down here. I love it. Oh, all these cards are just so amazing. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. I feel like, excuse me, you might be having some choices that you're considering. Where your faith versus your intuition might be challenged, if that's kind of like an opposite side. On the other hand, you could be feeling very powerful and very knowing. So I think that on the opposite side, for anyone who does kind of get nervous, and like some of us suffer from anxiety, it's not like something we choose, it's just like it's a chemical thing. Like, you wake up and your brain starts running, or even before you wake up, like you're already wondering like, oh my gosh, like where's you know, this, or like what's gonna happen with that. Like, you're not in union with yourself. Like, your own wholeness within is feeling shaky. So you're worried about other people, you're worried about other things, making connections, it actually being there for you. You know, the union is the wholeness, the solidness. So for those of us who sometimes, you know, it takes conscious effort to be like, you know what, no, like, I know my intuition always is faith, you know, like deep down we're taught not really to honor this, to challenge our intuition, to question and have like, let your mind do things. But like faith, you know, faith is so powerful. Faith will pull, it's like a placebo. I don't even think I have faith. A mustard seed. Some things I'll never let go because it just resonates so deeply, you know. Like, on the other hand, if you are more balanced with your intuition and your faith, you absolutely know that you've been making union in your daily life and in your decisions that you're going about. Like, you're aligning yourself and the way that you honor love. Because when you have like wholeness and inner union, you manifest it outwardly. Like, even with all kinds of relationships, like even the business relationships, like not everything's romantic, you know, like union really is harmony in a sense. It's kind of like allowing you and your creator, your faith and your intuition to work with you. So if that's also something that you've been challenging, I'm hearing that that could be a challenge though. But the reason why it came out even like this it's because, wow, look how powerful. Look how powerful it is. When you actually, when these anxieties, when you subdue them, subject them, or even just bring them into harmony and balance, like really you can, it's kind of hard, you know, sometimes. I don't know how other people deal with their anxieties. I have my methods. So, you know, I'm able to transmute so much quicker now. But if you're watching this video, you know, and you feel like you struggle with maintaining or getting back to that balance, like it takes you a whole day to get over something, or you're still ruminating over something from yesterday or last week, or in 2 months something is gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is your call, blue topaz, this is your call to say, be still, my child. Hear me, which is you. You, it's yourself. Hear me. Hear me inside. I am with you, and we are safe. We are whole, and we are exactly where we need to be. We are in line. We are aligned. We are aligned with our vibration. And if not, if you're not in union and you actually want union, you need to check your vibration. You could be having misalignments with the energy that you're sending out. I know that we have our feelings and our emotions, right? That's your radio, like that's your tuning. So you have to tune. You have to tune yourself, blue topaz, to the station that you want. You know, tune in. What do you want? And then it's just coming back to it, because yeah, commercials come up and then it's like, oh, I get bored of this song, or who knows why we tune out from the frequencies. Like for me, I just noticed it today and I was like, whoa, I'm glad I can tune back things faster than I used to though. The Untamed. Yeah, you probably have like this wild fly off anxieties that really just like overpower you. Let's see what the other ones. The Untamed Original Self and her Golden Grace. But you know what? Actually, these things about you, what you would consider brings you like anxiety, or like maybe has you question your gut or your faith, you know. That's just because like you really are a powerfully untamed spirit. Like, you're not supposed to go by the book. Sorry, sweetie. And that's probably why whatever shifts throw you, because you're like, it's supposed to be this way, it's supposed to be that way. Maybe not. Maybe your best integration to your whole self, or your inner self, like balancing and integrating union within you, is not by the book. Because the Untamed Original Self by her Golden Grace is that you have, you know, definitely some sort of I'm seeing it's like I was gonna say star power. Like that's what's coming out, like star power, like spotlight. I don't know, you have something that is very attractive and appealing. Maybe you're really good looking and it makes you a little uncomfortable, because it's like you want to be honored in a different way, but you just have like this untamed rawness about you that is kind of like it kind of makes you question, like, how do I fit in here? Maybe it causes you a little anxiety when you start flexing your true self, which is interesting. You're very powerful is what I'm hearing, though, especially because, like, I mean, the union, the intuition, and the faith card, like, these are like three beings here that are like inside harnessing a lot of like energetic power. I mean, these cards are really powerful. And then even here with her golden grace, yeah, I think that you're just like super about appearances. Like, let me stay looking a certain way, let me stay graceful, let me stay looking as though I'm perfect, you know? And that actually goes against your faith and intuition, because your true self is an untamed deity. Well, let's see. I mean, like, being, you know, entity, a deity, like you're a god. The snow leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for you, for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Yeah, I feel like you have been, and you know what's weird is that it's so interesting because it's like you're untamed, but then even still it's like you live under this grace where you're just like in a silent perfection. Like, you honestly feel to cloak yourself with invisibility, you know? Heron, patience card. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Yeah, I think whatever is like dragging in your intuition towards your faith of, well, I appear this way and I'm actually a lot more powerful than that. You can have this grace about it because your true self is very powerful. Like, it even says here, the shamans, what is it? Walk with the shamans, use your intuition, and let your life unfold on silent perfection. So I think that's like kind of how you are. Like, that's how you see it. Like, or that's how you feel about yourself. And, wow, let's see. Even this one. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. It's like these colors kind of go together for me too. Patience and grace, right? Those kind of go together. Like, how do we have grace? You push a little bit more patience. You know, even with this untamed spirit that you are, I think whatever you're being tested with basically right now, it's testing your patience and your grace. That's what I'm seeing now. You're being tested of union. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. So you're being tested if you can continue to balance the union within with your patience, grace, intuition, faith. It says, release your worries, receive universal abundance. Release your worries. Yeah, that was what I was talking about with those anxieties. Like, if it's causing you anxiety to have, like, to be silent and take this grace, it doesn't mean that you are somehow tamed by them. No, you're still an untamed original spirit. You just definitely, I think, tested is what I'm being heard, because you're just so elusive. People can't get you, and they want to. They admire you from afar, and they just, like, They don't get you because you step so confidently and silently in your stuff, you know. Even as you question your intuition and your faith, don't though, because people are definitely, if you're being, I don't know why I'm hearing other people. It has to do, I think, with these anxieties and worries. But, you know, release those worries. And instead you receive, you know, with your faith and your intuition and your grace and your patience, you receive the universal abundance. I have found the one that my soul loves. The union. Even if you're watching this for someone, if they're taking advantage of you and you don't feel seen by this person, you feel like maybe your intuition and your faith in this person is being challenged and rocked, or it's causing you worry, you don't feel that this person is honoring, you know, your true self, you still found the one, what does it say? That my soul loves. This union, again, like what I was saying from the beginning, is still you. If someone else is not treating you well, shame on them, first of all. No one should be mistreating anyone. Maybe they don't know better, but still. It would tell you how to deal with them in the future, though. So you make a union with yourself, you know. You release those worries and those anxieties of having to deal with them. Go into your intuition. And if you're having questions with your intuition, or if your tummy's like, do they do this? Do they? It's like you're challenging your intuition. You know deep in your faith, with your grace and your patience, the divine grace and patience of your original self, that you are self-reliant. And even here it says, though, that integrity is important for your best outcome. Like, this is who you are. You're very graceful, you know. You don't have to speak loud. Like, carry a big stick, is that what it is? No, I don't know. But you don't have to. You can release that, because union with yourself is what you needed. You have found the one that my soul loves. You yourself. And I know that's like sometimes not what anybody wants to hear, because I want that person to love me, and I want that person to respect me, and I want that person to see me as valuable. Okay, do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear how you're projecting these things? When you are whole within, when you make your whole self within, you know, go take your intuition. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Cloak yourself with invisibility. Fuck them people. You know what I'm saying? The union, the faith in you is your grace. You have what you needed, the one that your soul loves, the untamed original self. And the heron is like so graceful and like they step so confidently, you know, in that grace. Let's do like, oh, I was gonna say one, but let's just, wow, that's really too many, guys. One, two, three, okay. Here we go. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yep. Step confidently towards your purpose. Release your worries. Receive your universal abundance. Trust that your inner voice will always guide you correctly. Inner voice, your original self. Your inner voice, your intuition. Your inner voice. Your self-reliance, integrity, your intuition. Death. And it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So that's probably something that's causing you one of those worries to release and receive, okay? Merely beginnings, to receive a new, to end an old, to release the old anxieties and the old worries. That's to put a death to them, so that it's merely so that you can receive your abundance. And that is what the faith of a mustard seed is about. That is what your divine golden grace that you are you know. Look at this golden grace. Well, at least the color on there, you know. That untamed, the golden self, like there. All this golden original self. Because as you release this, the new beginnings is that I have found the one of my soul. Ending something, finding something else. Your intuition and your faith restored in the trust will always guide me. Step confidently. You know, you will have the self-reliance. My inner voice will always guide me correctly. My self-reliance. So you can release those old fears and those anxieties. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Yeah. You know what? You are seen. And you are, like, they watch you, like, if you're facing, like, gossip or going up against anybody right now or feeling that way, they're just so in awe. Like, they're not challenging you. You know what I mean? They wouldn't step to you. They don't have that ability to get through your cloak. But if your intuition is like, if your gut is kind of like testing your faith, because that happens too. Like sometimes your gut will nudge you and it has you change your faith, you know, like it has you rise above and really dig into your self-esteem. You know, your intuition, your self-esteem has everything to do with your faith in your intuition. Do you trust yourself? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. You got to intuitively trust yourself, though, because your inner voice definitely leads. It guides you correctly. You know, your intuition guides you correctly. That's why you got the snow leopard. It says your intuition unfolds. You know, you don't have to make a lot of noise. What you're finding is your soul, your untamed self. And it doesn't have to be loud, you know. You can be a wild spirit and still be graceful. The original self is your golden grace. I found the one that my soul loves. I found union in the one that my soul loves. And what was that? It was my intuition, my self-reliance. Working on your self-esteem and trusting your intuition. Have faith, Blue Topaz, in your intuition. And you know, anxieties and worries are a part of letting them go, though. Like, so practice. It's like, how well can you let it go? If you're I'm hearing here that you're a very graceful, self-reliant person, and you're very powerful, like in your own like union and making it. So, you know, when the worries and the anxieties rattle your self-esteem, just put them to death, like for merely the new beginnings, right? Trusting in that inner voice. And even if you had to cloak some things and go into your patience, you know, and into your grace, so that truly you could be, you know, that self-esteem is building faith in your intuition. You are your soul, what your soul came for. You are your union that you came for. And that is the original self, that golden grace of the untamed. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. All right, let's do the last one. Ole mole. Excuse me. Okay, pile 3, citrine. We are gonna see what spirit has for thee. What thee actually has for spirit. What do you want to say to yourself? What you got for you today, honey? Alright. Here we go. Citrine. I believe it's citrine. It's possibly not even citrine. Could be some sort of quartz. Oops, I'm sorry. I have to check on that one. If you do know, maybe you can let me leave a comment or something. Okay, so pile 3. What's going on here? Let's see. Alright. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So starting off, your energy is just super powerfully building something that is making you feel very vibrant and sexy and sensual, creative, and actually just really feel good. And it's likely something that's bringing you material success. It's slow going. It's still slow going with the Knight of Pentacles. This is like slow and steady progress. But whatever has sparked, it could be like a new job, a new piece of furniture, I don't know, something definitely that you're like having and holding in the physical world is bringing about this very sexy and sensual energy about you, that you feel that you can just go ahead and create, and you're feeling kind of patient with it too, and seeing how this unfolds. You could also be maybe starting a new job that brings you a lot more creative passion. I mean, it takes a lot more work, like, or you could just be starting some new work that is taking a lot of work. It's taking due diligence, but it's also kind of putting you in this energy where you feel like, you know what, I can keep creating with this. So yeah, even if it hasn't success, like, I don't know, like, I guess this means success is in the eye of the beholder. Like, you might not be exactly where you want, but like, you're seeing things generate out of it. You're still able to take this slow but steady movement, and it's still even infusing and creatively kind of driving you. It's infusing you with the ability to create. So it's yielding something. I mean, this slow and steady work, it's pulling out some kind, it's still yielding something that's making you still invested in it. Whatever that could be. I mean, some people are watching this for a person, some people are watching it for themselves. So, you know, it's definitely the hard work is paying off. And it also has you feeling powerful and lovely about it. Let's see. Let's do this. What is discipline? Yeah, okay. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Oh, totally. Yeah. So you have put your mind to this, and whether or not you are reaping like immediately, I kind of feel like you are, though. I mean, with this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like that's like you had it, you're getting something in your hand, like this discipline, this hard work that you're putting in. And that's probably why you have this Queen of Wands energy, because you're like, yeah, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm putting in my creative hard work, something that is like out of my joy, you know. I'm putting in this work and it's giving me tangible results. I'm hearing like entrepreneur kind of things. The discipline that you've been putting into your work, the staying positive and maybe you're networking a lot more. People are noticing you. They want to get on your vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a hard road for you. You've been working that for a while because you've been disciplined. You accomplished what you're setting your mind to, and you're staying disciplined. That's definitely what this Knight of Pentacles is about. You're staying disciplined on that, because you've been getting results. It's been like paying out, where you're able to, you know, like I said, like, look at this new furniture or something. Like, it's like something is happening like in the material world that has you feeling good. Happiness got you feeling good. You deserve this. You know what, pile 3, you deserve this happiness, this Queen of Wands, this slow and steady, this discipline that you've been doing. Good for you. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Oh my God, I feel like crying for you, because you know what? You probably been working so hard, staying so disciplined. And you know what? You've been now seeing the results. It's coming through. You know, you're happy, you're shining, you're vibrant, like the little things. Maybe it was just a little something that came through too, and you're like, wow, that energy of you having that happiness though, the energy of you stepping into that Queen of Fire energy, vibrant, sensuality, just like, you know, like happy. Being happy means that I am on the right path. You're on the right path. If you were questioning, I mean, I'm sure that you weren't, because like even these cards right here is just like, it's not like, oh, like why is it taking so long? Like this is like, you know, and I'm happy to make this little ace every time. You know what I'm saying? Like my discipline has paid off. I'm accomplishing what I set my mind to, you know, and it is making me happy. These little accomplishments, they're big, actually. Celebrate each one's as big ones. We shouldn't just say little, little. It's huge. Like, Shay, we're still here. You still breathing? You still out here in 2020? No, I'm kidding. You're on the right path. Absolutely. Happiness, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, happiness on the right path. I'm aware. When you shine that energy that you're in right now too, wow, it's really powerful. It's cool. This is like, why do I keep dropping it? Good Lord. So it's like, orange. I mean, I would use it as sacral. That's why I thought it was like, well, I thought it was citrine at first because it was over here. Now I think it's like, I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. Orange though for your sacral. And that's like happy, beaming relationships, or just like creativity and just like self, what is it? I feel happy. I hear you saying that. This discipline, this hard work that you've gone in, it's got you feeling vibrant. Good for you. You deserve this. Let's do one more. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Yeah, look how it's like orange, right? We're just talking about that sacral. I feel like you have been doing this releasing, you know, this hard work. And sometimes when things don't happen the way we want them to, like we feel guilty against ourselves, right? Ain't that the truth? Like you feel guilty because you didn't accomplish something, or you feel guilty because you couldn't show up, you were being disciplined. But you know what though? You releasing that, you going through and kind of standing in your Queen of Wands, she don't have no guilt. Like she's able to shine vibrantly the happiness because the discipline that you've been putting in, it's kind of like... I hate to say it like this, that the ends justifies the means, because that just sounds really cold. But I feel like you're putting in this hard work and this discipline because these successes, these mini successes, or these big successes, you know, like it's just short-term successes. Like you have a long-term goal, you're staying focused on your long-term goal, you know, and things that no longer assist on that soul growth, on that long-term journey, you know, you release the guilt for that, and that in turn frees you to be happy. And people that love you, like truly, honestly, they're not going to be upset that you're like, I can't do this, like I'm making sacrifices to do that, because like you want to make stuff for yourself. Like this is your hand. Nobody's holding the world for you in their hand. Like you have to make this for yourself, you know, and you standing in that power and honoring and shining that vibrancy, your happiness, this discipline is making you happy. You're releasing the guilt. You're releasing any guilt. Nobody's going to be able to feel that way. And if potentially you're facing that, you know, if that is coming up as something that you're feeling, you release it. Because you do feel happy. Maybe your happiness feels guilty because you're like, wow, I'm actually having success. Whereas someone else's success looks different. But then again, we shouldn't be comparing. You shouldn't be comparing. You have to contrast, is what I'm learning. You don't compare. Comparing would be like horrible. No, we should like celebrate our differences. Wow, you went through that? That's wild. One day, I hope you hear my story. You know, like contrast. Not, well, it doesn't really matter, but let's see what else is happening. So yeah, as you are staying disciplined on this journey, you're really shining vibrantly, and you're even having success, material success. How much is this bringing you happiness? It's like a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I feel good, I shine. When I shine, I do well. When I do well, I feel good. When I feel good, I shine. When I shine, I do. You see, you can't, you release that guilt. You're like, I can't even feel guilty for having this happiness in my discipline. I've been working hard. Other people, they shouldn't be upset with you working hard. Maybe you need to take time for them and acknowledge them in different ways. And you don't guilt yourself over that. You do what you can, but you never feel guilty over your own happiness. Please don't. Please don't, because you're working hard. You're doing the discipline, okay? Let's see what else. Crossroad of Destiny. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely I'm hearing kind of like balancing things from the, like, what's taking your energy. Yeah, if there's like outside influences or maybe even inside, you know, the guilt always comes from our own self. So and you're facing those, go with what shines you, go with what makes you happy. Truly, this life, it's way too short to be anything. Every time, every moment you can get back to this, get back to this. When you're stuck at this one, at that crossroads, stand in that queen, honor your sovereignty, okay? You know, stay disciplined, you know, stay shining, beautiful lights, beautiful, sexy, smart light. When you're having to face these decisions and, you know, dark times or easy times, whatever, what is going to bring you to this? What is going to help you release this? Not even like have guilt for their happiness, you know? Maybe it triggers something that you can acknowledge. You know, guilt is a sign, maybe a road sign that you're not honoring that true happiness. We have to be aware of these things because you're yielding success. You're on a path to build with your hands and to be in your sovereignty and to have integrity and stability and to really make it happen. You know, this is slow and steady progress that you're making. Like, if you're faced at a crossroads, go with what makes you happy. Discipline is not staying in something that keeps you guilt, because that'll kill you. Those emotions, those things will ruin your life. You didn't come here for that. You came for this. Like, everything that you're already kind of manifesting by staying in this power, maybe by staying away from certain things that, you know, had you at these crossroads before. You know, it's okay to grow and to have success on your growth. And you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe guilt for your success, okay? You don't owe guilt for your happiness or your discipline, okay? Why? Because you're putting in this work. Ain't nobody putting in this work for you. You're doing it. You're doing this hard work. Nobody else is doing this for you. Your happiness. Your happiness. All right, let's do one more. Discernment. Wow. So just notice, okay, when you happen to be, again, that vibration. Are you honoring your happiness, or are you being guilty about, like, pulling back? Maybe you're taking your time on stuff. Maybe you're not using the energy as you did before, you know? Maybe people miss you being the life of the party and bringing all the goodies, and you're like, you know what, actually, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna go ahead and get disciplined for a little bit. And you're noticing now that that actually makes me happy. You were at that crossroads like, you're having to use your discernment, like, which way do I want to go? And you're choosing your happiness. You're choosing to release your guilt. You're choosing to stay focused and have integrity on your journey because you're seeing success. And these successes are signs that you're on the right path. When you're happy, Happiness means that I am on the right path. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Okay, now. That's very, very, very clear from yourself to you. Are you happy? Are you being happy? Are you being guilted right now? Because you working on your discipline and making this hard work pay off, you deserve to shine, babe. You deserve it. You deserve happiness. And look at these colors, like, match it. It's all. You deserve it. Discernment at that crossroads. You can choose in that moment. You know what? I release guilt and I choose happiness. Let's see. The cougar, assertive. Okay, you need to assert your discernment, huh? In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Yeah. You claim your leadership. You take action. That's the Knight of Pentacles. You know where to go and what to do. That's you staying the disciplined. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Courage and confidence to succeed. Here goes just you standing up for yourself, I think. When you are, and it's not against anyone. You don't have to be like to another person like, no. Like, you don't have to be combative to another person. Sometimes really being assertive is just with yourself. Like when you're having these internal thoughts and you need to have discernment within yourself. Am I actually honoring my happiness? Am I being assertive for my happiness? You know, am I being disciplined, assertive for my happiness and releasing the guilt? You know, because you're shining, baby. You're making good. You know, you're really doing it, cougar. Claim your leadership and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. Discernment, because you know what to do. And you have that courage and confidence. That's what this discipline has been for. So even when you know where to go at those crossroads of destiny, you know where to go. And you have the confidence. How? Because if you're happy, then you know that you're on the right path. Yeah, this is all about the whole moves that you've been making. Uno más, uno más. One more, one more. Oh. Two wanted to come. Life is art. Paint your dreams. Sing your songs. Enjoy the dance. What is life? What is art for you? Like, what makes you have dreams and sing and dance or have happiness? Like, that's for you. That's what you're doing. The more loving care you give yourself, the more love you have to give others. Yeah. So, especially if people are pulling at you and trying to guilt you into being, where you been? How come you don't give me the time? Where you been? You know, because I'm building something and I'm having real success on it, guys. Don't even trip. I'm doing my loving care for myself, you know. I'm honoring my path of happiness when I face these crossroads, and I'm just, you know, I'm just assertive towards my happiness right now, guys. I'm just making these little discernments to release the guilt, you know. I'm staying focused on the task at hand. You know, I'm just doing what I said I was gonna do, guys. I'm going to. Life is about happiness. Life is about loving yourself more, loving care for yourself, and especially the Queen of Wands. Like, she's that energy, and then with that Ace of Pentacles, like, you're definitely Ace of Pentacles. Look, it's all putting it in the jar. Coin putting it in the jar. Yeah, you're just having this discernment, and you can let people know, no, it's not a guilt thing. I'm on a path right now that I'm really just staying assertive and you know, focused, disciplined on the path of happiness that is yielding results for me. This loving care it's actually helping me love others and give love to others, because I'm releasing guilt and I'm using discernment, you know. Anything that doesn't help in my soul growth, And that takes courage, I know. It really does, to succeed in that, having that discipline. But you know what I see here is that you're actually like shine bright like a diamond. You're doing this loving care, and look, it's even like giving you success. Like, look at the jar. Like, you're actually having money is success, materials, but like the bigger issue is like how you feel about yourself. You're on the right path if it makes you happy, right? And you can always use discipline and discernment to know like that you're leading yourself. You have the courage and the confidence to succeed. This road, these crossroads of destiny are yours to dance through. You know, you get to sing your song though, and release the guilt. Like, this is my song, this is my life. Don't you forget. Keep building, you know, and you're shining, and you're getting your happiness and your ace and material things from it. How wonderful, how beautiful. All right, guys, I hope it was fun, and see you next time.